Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Eric to issue a warning. Nick faces complications going to Rome. Brooke and Taylor continue their battle. Taylor and Brooke. Despite being musketeers at one time, they're formally again fighting over Ridge. Taylor proposed to Ridge out of despair, and he accepted. While Ridge is committed to her, Brooke isn't giving up on the man she desires. Taylor watched as Brooke formally again threw herself at Ridge. This time, Taylor didn't intrude but followed Brooke for a private battle. Taylor possessed Brooke and advised her. Still, Brooke might continue to bring up all the times she has reunited with the dressmaker ahead. Taylor is formally feeling unsettled about Ridge's draw to Brooke, but there isn't a whole lot she can do from California. Nick agreed to Taylor's proposition about observing on Brooke? Or perhaps Taylor intimately goes to Italy and intelligencers on ground herself? Eric will face off with Nick. Suckers have watched as Eric keeps trying to get Ridge to reunite with Brooke. It hasn't happened and Ridge is getting bothered with his father's meddling. It's also given Brooke hope that she can get Ridge back. Ridge ends up with Brooke or Taylor really isn't the point, the meddling and discourteousness to both women is what gets me. Nick gets sabotaged. Nick doesn't like being told what to do. Eric's trouble or warning could have Nick challenging him. Eric could have people sabotage Nick's airplane, forcing Brooke to ride with Ridge. Nick in Italy but Brooke isn't with him. Nick tries to get a boat to go after Brooke, who's on Ridge's boat. Despite all the obstacles being put in Nick's place, he's determined to win Brooke's heart. As the Italian adventure continues, Brooke falls into the water and Nick has an engagement ring. However, could Nick and Taylor hook up, if Ridge do reunite? Steffi is thankful to Sheila. Taylor catches Brooke soliciting Ridge yet again. Nick tells Taylor that he's going to Italy for business. The psychologist thinks it's really for Brooke. Taylor asks him to keep an eye on Brooke while he's in Italy. They both want to keep Ridge piecemeal, so Nick agrees to suppose about it. Eric continues mooting with Ridge about Brooke. Life is too short. Eric begs his son, claiming that Brooke is the real love of Ridge's life. The primogenitor tells Ridge that he could lose Brooke ever. Also, Brooke walks in. Eric defenses himself, leaving ground alone. Brooke continues where Eric left off. Ridge reminds her that he's with Taylor. Brooke reasons the engagement is a misreading. Brooke suggests they get wine in Italy, also head to the bedroom. Taylor is hearkening. Brooke tells Ridge that if he wouldn't be with her, she'll go with Nick. After Brooke leaves, which allows Taylor the chance to reign the golden. Taylor tells Brooke that there's nothing she can do that will come between her and Ridge. Finn and Bridget can't fail to track down Grace. They've unanswered questions, and what she did was so parlous. Finn gapes at Liam MRI. At Bill's house, Liam and Steffi converse about his recovery. Sheila appears, but stops when she sees Steffi. Sheila offers to leave. The brunette invites her to stay, which stuns Sheila. Steffi credits Sheila with helping to save her life. The waitress asks if all is forgiven. Steffi replies to just take this palm. Sheila could have joined Luna and gotten everything they wanted. Rather, Sheila risked her own life to save Steffi. Sheila is happy that Liam showed up just in time. She wishes Luna could have turned her life around, but is glad Liam is recovering. Before Sheila leaves, Steffi asks about her bottom. The reformed villain shows off her 8 toes. When Sheila leaves, Liam is impressed by Steffi's thank you to the villain. Steffi says she and the kiddies are leaving for a while. Taylor gets a tempting offer from Nick. Steffi admits Sheila is a idol. Including the kiddies, are still visiting Liam. Bill gushes about how important Liam loves Beth and Kelly. Steffi admits that someone differently is a idol to Sheila. Liam confesses that Finn helped save his life too, and now he owes him. Steffi just hopes that Sheila will continue doing the right thing, but she's not so sure. At Il Giardino, Sheila is playing cards with 2 workers. Cleric comes by and starts making jokes. Cleric tells the workers that Sheila cheats. They know. Sheila is shocked. Daikon and Sheila talk about Luna. Daikondos and want to talk about her, but knows Finn must be feeling equivocal as well. Sheila truly believes Luna could have changed for the better. Brooke tells Katie about Nick's assignation. Ridge didn't like it. Katie and Brooke bandy how a Nick reunion will profit Taylor. Ridge reflections to Eric about Nick. Ridge promises to cover his favored bones. Eric thinks this is about Brooke, but Ridge says he loves Taylor. The primogenitor calls the engagement flimsy. Eric says everyone knows that Taylor is Aunt Ridge's Logan. Eric reminds Ridge that Brooke won't be around ever. What happens if she's gone when he eventually comes to his senses? Open your eyes, Ridge. Eric says Ridge's mama was gourmandizer-headed, too. Nick stops by to see Taylor. After flaunting about pushing Ridge's buttons, he brings up the engagement. Nick thinks Taylor should go on the trip to Italy. Taylor can guess he needs her help. Nick jokes about double courting. The seaman tells Taylor that Eric is still pushing ground together. He thinks a better idea is Taylor keeping an eye on Ridge in Naples. This wouldn't be the first time Taylor discried on Ridge. In Rome, Taylor discried on Ridge and Brooke as they reunited over a keyhole. So, Italy going to be another ground reboot, there could be an unanticipated twist. Sheila looked like a idol lately when she helped save Steffi from Luna's wrath. Luna tried to shoot Steffi because she wouldn't let her spend time with Finn. The battle escalated when Luna was shot by Liam and ultimately failed. Or did she? Sheila becomes suspicious of Luna's death and turns into a tone-placarded operative. The evil former nanny wants the sanitarium to produce Luna's body. For some reason the sanitarium staff can't do that. Sheila becomes suspicious because no bone knows what happened to her granddaughter's body. She starts asking questions about what happened when Luna was taken to recovery. When the operative in training asks to see her granddaughter's body, the staff becomes nervous. She wants to know where the death instrument is, but they've no answers for her. Everyone appears nervous every time she asks a question about Luna. The staff's silence causes red flags for the villain. Sheila's reservations mount when she goes to the morgue and doesn't find Luna's body. Everyone has amnesia whenever Sheila asks about Luna's body. Lee becomes nervous and refuses to give Sheila the information she wants. Is Lee involved in the cover-up? Sheila demands to see the medical records, but there aren't any. Since Lee was the last person to see Luna alive, she could be repeating one's conduct. Lee let people suppose Finn was dead while she was nursing him back to health. Luna's grandmother becomes further suspicious when a sanitarium staff member remembers an appointment to get out of talking to her. With all the paperwork fading, effects start adding up to Sheila. It makes her believe that her granddaughter didn't die after all. Lee hiding Luna in the sanitarium. Lee have a secret sect in the sanitarium. In case you missed it, Lee distrustfully asked Finn how he felt about Luna's death. She wanted him to be honest about his passions. Finn didn't say how he felt, but Lee knew he was agonized. Is she keeping Luna alive so Finn could have his son in his life? Sheila will stop at nothing to get the answers she's looking for. She's not above sneaking into confined areas to look for information. Sheila plans to press orderlies until they tell her what she wants to know. The psychotic grandmother plans to follow all paper trails that could lead to Lee's involvement in Luna's exposure. It wouldn't be long before Sheila gets the substantiation she needs to find her granddaughter. Still, she might want to cover her tracks since Sheila is on the case, if Lee's responsible for Luna's body fading. Once the verity is out, it'll beget a ripple effect that will destroy Finn's family. Brooke and Ridge are drooling. She says she's offering him a chance at remission so they can find a way back to each other. Ridge doesn't like being given the claim of reuniting, or she'll bring Nick to Italy. She wonders why she's not allowed to move on with someone like he is. Brooke hates coming to work every day and seeing him knowing he's engaged to Taylor when she knows he loves him. Just also, Nick walks by and wonders what's going on. Taylor and Steffi are enjoying some coffee. Taylor knows her son must be so relieved about Liam's phenomenon cure. Steffi admits she's still in shock as everything with Dr. Buckingham happened so snappily. Taylor would love another phenomenon performing in Brooke not going to Naples. Steffi agrees she doesn't want Brooke tagging along either. Taylor notes Eric thinks it's a great idea and Ridge is simply following his lead. Taylor loves Eric but knows he'd prefer Ridge be with Brooke. Carter and Eric are agitating a payload of silk they need desperately. Just also, they both smell commodity in the air and Daphne walks in. She says seeing them together makes her veritably happy to be back.